The Battle of Abritus. In 251 AD, the mighty Roman Empire suffered a humiliation it hadn't seen in centuries. Not one, but two emperors were cut down, not by Parthians or traitors, but by a Gothic ambush in a swamp. This is the story of the Battle of Abritus, where Rome bled and history was changed. Rome in the mid-3rd century was teetering on collapse. The empire was battling economic collapse, plague, civil wars, and constant invasions. This chaotic period, known as the crisis of the 3rd century, saw over 20 emperors rise and fall in just 50 years. One of the emperors was Decius, a seasoned general who seized power in 249 AD after defeating Emperor Philip the Arab. His mission: to restore Roman greatness. But fate had other plans. In 250 AD, a wave of Goths, led by their king Seneva, crossed the Danube into Roman territory, pillaging cities and overwhelming Roman garrisons in the Balkans. The Goths laid siege to Philippopolis, modern Plovdiv, and despite Decius's efforts, the city fell, possibly with help from a Roman traitor. Enraged and desperate, Decius and his son Heurnius Etruscus moved to intercept the Gothic forces near Abritus, in modern-day Bulgaria. In June 251 AD, Decius faced the Gothic army on the marshy plains near Abritus. The Romans, disciplined but overconfident, had the terrain working against them. As the battle commenced, a flurry of Gothic ambush tactics, perhaps feigned retreats and swampy traps, took a brutal toll. Decius's son Heurnius was struck down by an arrow early in the fight. Rather than mourn, Decius is said to have declared, "The loss of one soldier is not the loss of the Republic." That courage would soon be tested. The Goths lured the Roman army deeper into the marshes. Visibility dropped, formations broke, panic spread. Then came the killing blow, a full Gothic assault in the quagmire. Decius himself was either slain by enemy weapons or drowned in the muck alongside thousands of his legionaries. For the first time in Roman history, a reigning emperor died in battle against a foreign enemy. Even worse, his body was never recovered, and it was left to rot in the swamps. Decius's death sent shockwaves through the empire. His surviving general, Gallus, negotiated a controversial peace with the Goths, allowing them to leave with their loot and captives. It is also possible that he agreed to pay an annual tribute in return for the Goths' promise to respect Roman territory. It was a bitter pill for Rome. This humiliating treaty, the contemporary spread of the plague of Cyprian with its devastating effects, and the chaotic situation in the east with the Sasanian invasions, left Gallus with a very bad reputation amongst the later Roman historians. The Battle of Abritus revealed just how vulnerable the empire had become. No longer was Rome invincible. The barbarians weren't just at the gates, they were capable of killing emperors. For the Goths, it was a stunning victory. For the Romans, it was another chapter in a century of decline. Decius's ambitious dream to restore the glory of Rome ended not in triumph, but in a nameless swamp. The Battle of Abritus is a reminder, even the greatest empires fall, not always from grand sieges or civil wars, but sometimes from missteps in the mud. If you enjoyed this, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you for watching.